So I wanted to show how to use the analog sensor in IoTempower, and so let's try it out. So first we need to flash some kind of default device in there. So I have all the services running. So let's now see. Here I have my test thing. So here in node.conf you see I have a Vemos Deman Mini. And let's just now add analog. You don't know how to run analog, okay? So again, quickest is just to do an IoT help analog, and there we see some examples, and it's basically just analog and then the name. Okay, so let's just do that and see what happens. In setup, we just add here analog, kind of a name. We don't know yet what we really measure, so let's do an A0, and let's then do that. So let's deploy that first serial, and after that we can just deploy it via the network, because we don't know what is on this device here before. Let's just compile it. And it's that's this device here. And so it should be doing now. So let's see if we see something here in Node-RED already. So let's look at the debugger. So far we see lots of values coming in here, 3, 4, and 5. And so one nice test you can actually do is you can take here a cable, and then you find the analog port, which is here. So, and now you see we saw values from 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so if you touch it, see these values are kind of a little bigger here. Yeah, so you can actually build a simple touch sensor with this, but it's kind of too much values, isn't it? So let's kind of add a small filter to things. And so we added this one here and added a filter average. And so just give us just something every 100 values only. So let's deploy that. And there we should go and get a little less, but average values. Okay, so this should be working now, and now we should get a little less values here. Yeah, see, it kind of comes. And if I touch it, see, kind of bigger values. And if I release it, it's smaller. But okay, you don't want to always build touch sensors. You want some other devices. And I wanted to show you a really cool one. So this is a capacitive soil sensor. Problem though is this guy needs to be connected to 5 volts. And if we put 5 volts on this guy, it will show for a short time always the highest value, 1023, and then it will start smoking, and then it will not do anything anymore. So yeah, we have to cut down the voltage in somewhere. And so what we need to do for this is we have to build a voltage divider. And then you can connect it via a voltage divider. So let's get somewhere here the signal out. And so basically we will then feed the output signal through a resistor. So I take here a 10K resistor, 10 kilo ohm. And then we feed the output signal there. And the other side here we'll put against ground. So then the voltage should be divided kind of in half, but as we have internal resistors, this is kind of not exactly half, but it will be just nice for us. So and then we will put the output of this guy here the signal of this guy. And we just need the ground twice. Give me a black cable. So we also take the ground here. Take a black cable. Take the ground, put it here, and then we get the ground in there. And then we feed the modified signal in there. So we take now the high voltage signal that goes into this first resistor, and this also goes into ground, and then we can do this via 5 volts here. So, and we can now see the values now are around 280. If I touch it, they change a little bit. But the interesting thing is now that this is a moisture sensor. So you will see if I put it into some water, then it drops quite a bit. And if I take it out, it goes up again. And this is how you can connect with a voltage divider this so that it works well. So if you see values which kind of skyrocket to 1023 here, then you might have to consider a voltage divider. So be careful. But this is how you can connect the soil capacitive soil sensor. Just two 10K resistors can do the trick. Maybe if you do them a little lower and do a little bit more testing and measuring, you can kind of get it more to span the 0 to 1023 1 volt range that the ESP8266 can measure. But this is kind of totally fine for testing is wet or is not. So with this, good luck building your own. Ciao.